Now finally we can start Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. And yes, I will be playing on beginner mode because, okay, for one thing, the secret ending, I don't think I'm gonna bother with that. Well, I can't bother with it in beginner mode. It's impossible to get. All it is a preview for Birth by Sleep, which I've covered already. 2, it just makes things go faster so I can, get through the playthrough quicker. And 3, I plan on fighting the optional bosses like Data Organization and the Lingering Will, so I need all the help I can get. I'm not sure if I could. I don't know if I could beat them on a harder difficulty. And you can't just reverse the verses like that in your little poem, Sora. You're cheating. Or wait, was that Sora? I was talking over it. Could have been Roxas. Would have made just as much sense, I suppose. But yeah, as okay, so one thing, of course, I'm gonna, casually drop in game spoilers. This game is like a decade old. Yeah, I feel kind of silly giving spoiler warnings for a game this old, but I don't know. I just feel like it's appropriate. I kind of feel bad if I didn't, just in case. And also, Kairi, Riku, you guys okay? Okay. Anywho, but yeah. So any other Kingdom Hearts game I've played on this channel, and also free is free for spoiler giving, like Birth by Sleep and 358. Of course, I'm not sure if 358 is going to be on this channel by the time I upload this. At the time of this recording, I'm still in the middle of uploading RE Chain of Memories, so I'm not sure if the 358 movie is going to still be up. But whether it is or not, I'm still going to give spoilers for that. Yeah, okay, so the problem with this game, well, not the problem with this game, it's actually my favorite in the series, probably. My problem with, like, the first time I played it, I kind of mentioned this before, but I didn't know Chain of Memories existed at all when I played Kingdom Hearts 2. It's not that I just skipped it over and thought, oh, it's probably not important to the series. No, I just never heard of it. I never saw commercials for it. I never saw anyone talk about it online. No one I knew talked about it. I just didn't know about it. So when I played this game, I was so fucking confused in the beginning. And in the middle, and a little bit towards the end, too. Like, in this opening, too, because there's, like, I don't think we passed it already, but there's a part where it shows, like, Marluxia and Castle Oblivion, and I'm like, wait, what is that? What are those? Was that supposed to be in the past, or is that in this game? Yeah, who's this blonde chick with the white dress? Who's that? So throughout the entire prologue, I'm like, wait, who the fuck are these people? That's one of the reasons why I hate the prologue so much, is I just kind of have bad memories of it. Because when I first played this game, I was so confused. Yeah, see, this here, like, when I first played this game, I'm like, wait, what's going on here? Who the hell is this guy? Who's this Scythe guy? He looks kind of cool, but why is Ansem in this white hallway? Yeah, so that's one reason why I just really do not like the prologue, because I just kind of had bad memories of it. Because I was just so confused. I was wondering, okay, who's this blonde kid? Why are we in this place called Twilight Town? Oh, hello. Naminé, you betrayed Sora. No, but really. Where is Sora? Why are we seeing flashbacks of the first game? Who's this guy in a black cloak? Who's this red mummy guy? What's going on? Where are all the Disney characters? Yeah, I was so confused. And so I just kind of have this bad taste in my mouth with the prologue. And that's a big part of why I don't like it. Yeah, it seems like Sora got hit by Bartholomew Kuma over there. He got flung into a different island. But I mean, that's one reason why I don't like the prologue. I actually just also don't like it because it's very stupid, in my opinion. It's way longer than it needs to be, and it's overall kind of a waste of time. There's just a lot of parts of it that I just kind of wonder, why did they put this in here? Why did they include this? It's completely pointless. Like, the whole, 7 wonders of Twilight Town. Like, that entire sequence is just stupid and completely meaningless. And that's absolutely nothing to anything. It's just there. It seems like padding. And also, I just don't really like Roxas too much. I don't hate him, but I just don't really care about him. Probably because he's so heavily involved in this prologue, which I don't like. So he kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Here we are in the realm of darkness. If you look closely, you can see Aqua hiding behind a rock. Wait, I think I already made that joke. Boy, this scene's familiar. Yeah, because we saw this in Days. I'm just going to go through this commentary assuming that the Days movie that I uploaded doesn't get taken down, so... God damn, we've seen all this crap already. Move on. God, he does a lot of head bobs, doesn't he? Old Zemizem. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. Old Zemizem. But yeah, really, this is probably my favorite game in the series. I mean, like, the crossover aspect is probably not as strong as it is in the first game, which, the first game does that a lot better. But the combat is miles better than the first game. Especially the reaction commands, give a lot of fun to the fights, and the spells are actually useful, and it feels a lot more fast-paced and powerful, and I like that. And then, the gameplay is a lot better than Chain of Memories, which is almost impossible to be worse, Birth by Sleep had a really bad story with a lot of really stupid protagonists, whose villains' plans hinged on the protagonists being complete idiots. And you had to play the same worlds 3 times. Days, well, I've already gone over why I dislike Days. It's terrible. And then Coded is just kind of pointless. It doesn't really have a reason to exist. And then Dream Drop Distance, I don't mind too much, but I just like this game more than DDD. Yeah, what is that star thing? It's not a TV. Is it a radio, maybe? I saw, like, buttons and, like, a knob or two, I think. I don't know. And, of course, this is the very, very ending of Days. So, yeah, so 2 pretty much starts up right after Days ends. Like, a minute or 2 after Days. Which makes it, like, the most sudden sequel, sort of. Or, I guess it came out, well, it came out before Days, but, And also that, you can see the little train to Yensid's tower up on the rail over there. I never noticed that until I recorded this footage the other day. Yeah, but there's Hayner, Pence, and Olay, who I also do not like, which is another reason why I don't like the prologue, is I don't like these 3. They're very boring and kind of annoying, honestly. Hands. What are hands? Ross is very confused. Alright, so let's just go over their voice acting. Hayner is Justin Charles Cowden. I think that's how it's pronounced. Pence is Sean Marquet? I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. Who was Mac from Foster's Home. And Sam from Rocket Power, or Squid, as he's usually called. And Olay is Jessica DeSico? I think that's how it's pronounced. She's Flame Princess from Adventure Time. Remember when Adventure Time was good? I remember that. Is it over now? Didn't they show the finale, or I don't know. I haven't followed that show closely in years because it just started to really suck. Oh yeah, and he mentioned Cypher from Final Fantasy VIII, who's part of this town. You must have had a pretty good life if this makes you the most pissed off, Hayner. Let's beat the shit out of his Cypher and his gang. That'll show him. That'll clear our name. Let's go get ice cream and eat it on the clock tower. Yeah, take a shot every time you see the clock tower.
That would set the record straight.
Oh, of course. Of course. What? I mean, what the hell? What else? How are you gonna do that?
Once we find the real culprit, everyone will get off our backs. Oh no!
Huh?
They're gone. Our gone.
Hey, you alright there, Pence? Got a bug stuck in your throat? Our dildos are gone?
not?
Why can't you say dildos?
You do understand what I'm saying, right?
Man, I can't believe they took the word
Gone.
out of the dictionary.
And not just the...
Yeah, I like how, like, almost non-pulse they are by this. Like, they're surprised by it for, like, a minute, but then there's like, okay, that's kind of weird. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Time for some recon.
Like, imagine if you try to say a word, but it just came out mute.
His heart,
Wouldn't you freak out a bit more than that?
doubtless he'll awaken very soon.
Oh, yeah, it's good to actually hear Christopher Lee's voice. It's very nice. Yeah, because this is the only game that I'm gonna be doing a playthrough of where we actually get to hear him. Because in the Days movie, he's redubbed by Corey Burton, though he was Diz in the actual 358 Days Over 2 game, but it had to be redubbed for the movie, which I talked about already. Yeah, might as well go over Christopher Lee's little. Yeah, surprisingly enough, Christopher Lee doesn't have too many voice roles. You would think. I mean, obviously, we all know he's been in a lot of live action movies and stuff. Especially Lord of the Rings and Star Wars is probably his two most famous roles. But in terms of voices, he kind of just redoes some of his roles from the movies. He's Saruman the White in a couple of Lord of the Rings games. He's Count Dooku in the 2008 Clone Wars movie. He's a Jabberwocky from Alice in Wonderland, the Tim Burton version, obviously. And I just thought this was funny. He's Death in 3 separate TV shows: Soul Music, Weird Sisters, and Terry Pratchett's The Color of Magic, which is apparently all like part of the Discworld, like all like Discworld shows. Well, I never really got into Discworld. I just never really bothered with it. I mean, nothing against Discworld, but I only found that out just like 10 minutes ago. So I just thought he just voiced Death in 3 very different TV shows, and just coincidentally they called in Christopher Lee for the role of their Death. But no, they're all part of the same franchise, so I guess it makes sense he would reprise his role. Yep, and the tutorial teaches you all about reaction commands and camera stuff and yada yada. But again, they could have made the tutorial like 30 minutes, but this tutorial is gonna go on or this prologue rather, is gonna go on for 4 videos. Well, 3 whole videos, and then like the first half of video 4. Yeah, it's very long. There's a lot of filler, a lot of padding, a lot of stuff that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Again, like the wonders of Twilight Town. What? I believe you. Oh no, they took her dildos too. Her precious dildos. I grossed myself out. Yeah, but again, they're treating this whole thing where they can't say a specific word very casually. Like, I like how their first reaction was, how could a thief do that? like, really? If I was trying to talk and I found out I couldn't say a certain word, I'd be freaking the fuck out. I would start thinking I was like, I don't know, in some kind of computer simulation or something. Yeah, there's Cypher. Oh wait, no, the Cypher's not there. Fujin and Raijin from Final Fantasy VIII, and Vivi from 9.
Thieves.
That was low, you know?
Yeah, and I think Vivi is like one of the only Final Fantasy characters in the Kingdom Hearts not actually designed by Nomura. So of course Vivi's kind of a little wuss.
Give us back the... now.
I'm not sure what that kanji on his hat says.
You know?
That was undeniable proof that we totally owned you, lamers.
I think that may be the whitest thing I've ever heard in my life. He's so white. I'm starting to have to squint a bit just to see.
Replay.
Yeah, I don't really like Final Fantasy VIII, as I've kind of mentioned in Kingdom Hearts 1, and I don't like these 3 characters, both in this game or in the original. I like Vivi though. I liked Final Fantasy 9. And Vivi in particular, I liked him as a character. Yeah, I remember I thought Vivi was a girl because this was the first time I had any this was the first time I was exposed to any of these characters. So I thought Vivi was a girl at first, even though of course I think they did specifically call him a boy at some point. It's just his voice is just very feminine, and he's voiced by a girl. Speaking of which, let's go over the Cypher gang and their voice actors, because this is all just tutorial crap. So let's see, Cypher is Will Friedley, I think that's how it's pronounced. He's Ron Stoppable and Deadpool from the Ultimate Spider-Man show, as well as Terry from Batman Beyond. Fusion, the girl, is Jillian Bowen. Raijin is Brandon Quinton Adams. And Vivi is Melissa Disney, who is an actual distant relative of Walt Disney, I'm pretty sure. I'm not really sure how she's related, but she's like a distant, far-off relative. Not like his great-great-granddaughter or anything, you know? She's Ginger from As Told by Ginger, and I don't know what this movie is. I just saw, like, when I looked at her voice actor for, on Behind the Voice Actors, I saw, like, 12 movies called Hermie and Friends. And I just thought that was worth mentioning because of how weird, how weird that was. Both that thing and the movies. Yeah, it's just like 12 movies called Hermie and Friends about like ladybugs, I guess, or at least that's who Melissa Disney voices, like a bunch of ladybugs. I don't know, it's really weird. Because again, I'm not kidding, there are at least 10 of these movies. I don't know. And of course, here's the first exposure to nobodies, who I really like. I actually really love the generic nobody enemies. Because, like, the way they move, I really like. They feel a lot more unique. You know, like, if you compare them to the Unversed, like, these things are way more, like, they feel way... They feel like they're very separate. Like, the Unversed just kind of seem like Heartless, but with different emblems. But these guys feel very different, like, with the way they move and their color scheme. And they're always humanoid. They're all humanoid, for the most part. One or two of them aren't, but a majority of them are basically human with, you know, very strange shapes, and the way they move is very, like, it's very creepy. Like, look at the way he moves. They have very weird gaits and stuff. It's, you know, a little unnerving, and I like that. So yeah, I much prefer these guys to the Unversed, and of course the nightmares from Dream Drop Distance. Fuck those things, seriously. Huh.
What is this thing?
I don't know, but maybe it'll work against this guy. Yeah. Yeah, again, I do kind of find the nobodies kind of creepy. Dusks, for the most part, they're definitely, I find them a little bit creepy. Just the way they move, it's just very wrong. But, you know, it works because, you know, it's some unknown entity, so of course it's going to be freaky looking. I see, even the way it dies is weird. Ugh. Oh, cool. It exploded into photographs. Okay. I kind of love how non-pulse rocks is by that. Oh yeah, I just killed that guy, and then my giant key vanished. Okay. Like, he doesn't mention this to anybody. Then again, I probably wouldn't either, because nobody would believe me, so hey, there we go.
What's this?
A photograph.
Customer after he took over the shop. So we took a picture together.
Wow, that's kind of dweeby.
Photo.
Shut up, Ole. That's a very nice photo.
So, Roxas, tell us about the picture thief.
Not much to say. Pictures were just
I killed him with my bare hands.
You weren't the ones who took them. It's a girl.
You look after us.
Very astute of you, Hainer.
So like
It's a girl.
pictures are of Roxas?
Oh. So that's why everyone thought it was us.
But why would Roxas steal pictures of himself? Unless he's like super, like, he's just like way too into himself.
Look.
Ah,
Right? Every single one.
oh jeez.
Wouldn't it be weird if the thief wanted to steal the real kill Roxas or something?
That's kind of an odd conclusion to come to. Just saying.
Steal a bonehead like Roxas.
Oh, thanks.
Wow, this is a very creepy situation. Let's just laugh it off and pretend it didn't happen. Yeah, it's the tram. Yeah, you live in this town. You should be used to it by now. Okay. That'd be like if every time I heard a plane go by, I just froze and looked out the window. Though the planes don't actually make much noise when they fly over. They're too high up. Ah, the sun, it burns.
Where am I?
Twilight Town, unfortunately. Where we will be stuck for another, like, 3 videos. Ugh.
Restoration at 12%.
Wait, what?
Organization miscreant.
Wow, that's a lot of computer monitors. I like to imagine that Diz is just very, like, computer... Like, he doesn't know anything about computers or the internet, despite the fact he's, you know, using them. Like, a lot of monitors. Hey, come look over here. I found this cool new May. It's called Numa Numa. It's a riot. Yeah, again, so I was so confused going into this. Like, that one cutscene alone, I'm just like, wait, what the fuck's going on? Who's that mummy guy? Who's this black cloak dude? Who's Naminé? What is she doing? Why are we seeing flashbacks to Sora?
Where am I?
Yeah, it's kind of a bad idea to flash to different, much better gameplay.
They will come at you out of nowhere.
You know?
As long as you continue.
Look, I mean, I like the gameplay of 2 better, but I would much rather play through Kingdom Hearts 1 than play through the prologue of 2.
Why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel. Sora, go with them, especially if you want to find your friends.
Yeah, so there's a lot of these little flashback sequences sprinkled out throughout the prologue. And of course, you know, again, because I didn't play Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, I was very confused as to what the hell was going on and why we were seeing these. Like, okay, we're seeing all these, but why don't we just see, you know, Sora? Why don't we just play as Sora? I didn't like it. I still don't like it. I don't like having to go through a 3-hour prologue just to play as Sora. Okay, the dream wasn't that bad, man. It didn't seem like the kind of dream you would jolt up awake like that for. Jeez. Yo, what's... Oh god, we're only on the 2nd day? Yeah, we gotta go through 6 days. Well, it's better than 3, 5, 8 days over 2, so hey, there we go. Roxas, that's a stick. Yeah. Yep, definitely a Keyblade. Yeah, let's hope no one saw him being a dweeb like that. Ow. I can't believe you've done this. I'm out of here.
Sorry about that.
Wow, Roxas, just going around assaulting random strangers. You're a real piece of shit, you know that?
Thanks. Do you guys think we'll always be together like this?
Ah, yes, the musings of a teenager.
So,
I remember when I hung out with my friends in high school, one of us would always go, I wonder if we'll always be together forever. And the rest of us just kind of glared at him.
Together forever. But isn't that what growing up's all about?
I don't know, you guys are like 15, you have plenty of time.
But how often we think about each other. Right?
Get that off a fortune cookie?
Ah, it's got you there.
No more ice cream for you.
Yeah, Bets, you gotta watch your weight, no more ice cream.
maybe because of yesterday's memory thief.
Memory? Oh, I guess photos are memories, I
What it
suppose.
is, we don't want summer vacation to be over. That's all.
Okay, are we just gonna gloss over that someone stole a word?
We all go to the beach.
Oh man, the beach.
Why do we go to the beach?
Because it's the beach.
Because we haven't gone once this entire vacation.
Why do you need an excuse to go to the beach?
Blue skies.
Blue sand. It's kind of a weird beach.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, why would they not want to go to the beach?
Forgot, but we're broke.
Oh, that makes sense.
Maybe you forgot I'm smart.
Yeah, and here comes one of the worst parts of going through this, is you have to get a lot of jobs to make some money. Now, you don't actually have to make that much money. Yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna say gotta say goodbye to that level 99 file there. Though actually getting to level 99 is really not that hard. It's pretty well, especially if you're on beginner. Well, actually, I'm not sure if the difficulty levels affect experience points in this game. I'm not sure. I don't know. As far as I know, it doesn't. Alright, bye. But yeah, getting the secret ending, even in standard mode, is a huge pain in the ass. Like, more than I'm willing to do. And then I don't think I'd ever be able to, like, beat the Lingering Will or Data Organization on Proud or Critical. So, stuck with beginner. Yeah, and you can ride around these little skateboards. It doesn't do anything, but it's just a little bit faster. It's kind of fun, I guess.
Just 2 days to go.
Oh yeah.
You and I have to make the finals.
Yeah, I love this freaking Nerf bat tournament they go into. It's so ridiculous.
You're on. You two are gonna clean up.
Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah, we're gonna beat the shit out of those guys with our Nerf bats. Yeah. Yeah, but of course, again, you don't have to get as much money as they say you do. But if you get a lot of money, you get some. You get AP. I could have sworn you were supposed to get 2, but I only got 1. I don't know. Maybe I didn't get enough money. Oh, well, I had like 1,000 money by the time it was over. Maybe I had to get like 2,000. I don't know, but I wasn't willing to go that far. Getting money is very annoying because there's a bunch of different jobs you could do, and I'm only gonna show off 3, just to show how annoying it is. And you can like the most money you can make is 50, as far as I know, and it depends on how well you do. But again, as far as I know, you can only get 50 as a max. So just to get 500 money, you gotta do a minigame 10 times and do it well enough. The third minigame I show is probably the easiest on getting money, the mail delivery. Because it's very short, very simple. You can get 50 money in about 8 seconds. So, it's definitely the best when it comes to making a lot of money if you want to get that a little extra AP. I mean, you don't really need it that much, but, you know, every AP point counts, so, you know. Yeah, see, the mail delivery, that's the easiest one to do. I think it's the third one I show off, but whatever. Yeah, none of these are fun, just so you know. None of these minigames are the least bit fun, and I really suck at this one. I don't know, I'm just so used to, like, homing in on enemies like that. Like, further into the game, it's a lot easier to just combo enemies. I don't know. Yeah, it's one thing to play through this game, like, at the end game, and then start over at the beginning. Because then you're so used to being able to just, like, decimate enemies with, like, 50 hit combos. So then when you have to go back to this, like, very basic fighting, it's kind of jarring a bit. Like, I still think I'm gonna, like shoot off halfway across the battlefield to attack my enemies during certain points. Because that's a little bit how it happens, like, when you get further in. You have, like, a longer range, and you'll go sliding towards the enemies. So I try to attack enemies when I'm too far away, because I'm just so used to that, you know? And I'll try to dodge roll, even though that's not even a thing in this game, unless you use limit form. I guess I could talk about some of the differences between Final Mix and this one, but it seems kind of like a moot point because Final Mix has existed for so long, but hey, there's nothing else to talk about. So of course the Heartless, most of the Heartless get a recolor. Like the Pure Bloods don't, like Shadow and Neo Shadows, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Neo Shadows do. I would think only their veins would get recolored, but I don't think that happens. There's a whole bunch of new bosses with the Data Organization, Absent Silhouettes, the Lingering Will, and a whole, the Mushroom 13, which is like a bunch of mini games you do to get a nifty new Keyblade. And also some equipment for Donald and Goofy, as well as the brand new Limit Form, which kind of gives you some moves from the first game, like Riding a Rock or Strike Raid. And I think is it Riding a Rock? Or I think it may be called something else in this game. I don't know. Point is, you get moves from the first game. And I will be clearing through all the optional stuff like Mushroom Organization 13, the Data Organization, and Lingering Will. I'm gonna be doing all that. Though I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the Data Organization on screen. I'll probably have like a poll or something on the Something Awful thread where I'm gonna be posting this. So it'll be all. So if anyone votes, I'll. If nobody votes, then I'll just not do it, because the thing with the Data Organization is that they're just like the organization fights, but just a lot harder. That's it. There's very little difference. Well, some are a little bit different, like Demix's like sends out wave after wave of water clones and stuff. But overall, it's very samey. Or like in Axel's, how the fire floor constantly damages you and you can't beat him while the fire floor is there. But yeah, so I'm not sure if like nobody votes, then I'm just gonna not do it on screen, because it'll probably be pretty boring to watch. Or I don't know, maybe just to show off a strategy for beating them, I guess. But there are a lot of videos that show off better strategies than I could show, so who knows? It just depends. Yeah, that little flicker there, I don't know. Like, I noticed that sometimes, like, when a new cutscene starts, there's a little flicker effect, a little glitch. And again, that's not my editing or anything. That's just, or like my recording software or anything.
Can't be together forever.
It was like that on the TV screen, so I know it's not me. It's the game.
Gotcha.
Ah! I broke a rib last week. Don't you remember? Oh. Ah, what? Oh, hello. Oh, I see someone threw a stick at him. Hey, remember me, kid? Hey, you think throwing sticks at people is funny, huh? Think assaulting people is fun, huh? You think it's funny?
3 minutes. Okay.
Huh. Well, he's gone. And of course, Roxas just shrugs it off.
4 students. Roxas, the money. Wait. No.
No what?
He took it.
Where are you going?
Remember when I fell?
Okay, is it just me or is this cutscene like seem like everyone's speaking really fast?
He couldn't have gotten too.
I don't know, like this cutscene like feels like it's almost on fast forward a bit. Is it just me? I don't know, it felt that way.
There was no guy.
But there wasn't?
I don't know. Was it just me, or did it feel like this cutscene was a little bit on fast forward?
There wasn't anyone there?
It looks like Sora's schizophrenia is leaking into Roxas's head again. Because he was like that in Days a bit. I like how Roxas is sitting off away from everybody else. Go back to your corner of shame, Roxas.
It's melting.
Why are you staring at my ice cream?
Sorry.
Cheer up already.
That was definitely weird, though.
Are you sure he didn't just steal the money, Roxas? Let's check his pockets. Make sure he didn't, like, swindle our money. Wait, what?
Can you feel Sora?
Ew. Don't say that, please.
Restoration at 28%.
Please don't say that ever again, hooded figure.
Hurry.
Yes, please hurry, nominate. Get us out of this fucking prologue, please.
Is it really that hard to make a beach?
You have no idea how hard it was to make this entire town.
And this? We can always buy some sea salt ice cream.
Oh god, please no more sea salt ice cream. I'm so sick of it. I just know they're gonna bring that shit back for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Objects from that town must be kept out of the real world.
Okay, yes, but why? They never really give a reason, just, oh, it must be deleted. Whatever, Diz.
As the key bearer, you must
Oh, here's that plot point that never went anywhere.
not meddle in the affairs of other worlds.
Well, King Triton and his old knowledge of the Keyblades that is a little spontaneous.
There someday.
I mean, as far as I know, it never gets, like, elaborated on in those mobile games. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't play any of those, so.
You rookies still don't understand what it takes to be a true hero.
Oh man, this just makes me wish I was playing Kingdom Hearts 1 instead of this prologue. Yeah, that scream's kind of awkward without any kind of like sound effects to go with it.
Don't feel bad, Jack. We'll come up with another plan for Halloween. Next time, we'll do it together.
Aww. Yeah, I can't wait to go back to Halloween Town. Yeah, that was a little bit awkward without like the sound effects to go along with the summon. Yeah, of all summons, why Mushu? Of all summons to show off. Did anyone ever use the Mushu summon? I know I didn't. I'm pretty sure when I showed it off in the Kingdom Hearts 1 playthrough, I think that may have been the only time I ever used that summon. Like, ever.
I'm searching too.
For your light. Don't lose.
I will call him Mini-Me. He's like a tiny brunette cloud.
I'm gonna go look for my friends. They're waiting for me.
Oh yeah, and I guess I should mention I will be going through the 100 Acre Woods too. And also Atlantica. As painful as that will be. Though I'm gonna do both of those worlds in a one fell swoop. Yeah, Atlantica is gonna be one of the last worlds I do. Save the worst for last, am I right? Ugh. Groan. Ah, come help! The computer's making beeping sounds. I don't know what's going on. It's saying click here for... Click the dancing kitty for a prize. I'm clicking on it, but nothing happens. What are these pop-ups? Hi, Naminé. Yeah, see, I swear there's some sort of weird, like, romantic, like, feeling going on between Naminé and Roxas, but it's very unusual. Because I don't think they ever conversed in days. And they only have like 2 conversations in this prologue, so I don't really understand. And all of it's like exposition and stuff, so it's not like they're like shooting the shit and bonding or anything. They're just talking about like, Sora and your memories and who you really are, blah blah blah. Dear Roxas, we ditched you to go to the beach because you fucked up yesterday. Yeah, just looking around the room a bit. Pets and Olay's favorite sofa. It's just, I don't know, it's a little weird. It's their favoriteest sofa. Yeah, it is a little bit fun to skateboard around. At the very least, it's nice because you get to go faster.
Hey.
Gotta go fast. Zawaldo? Zawaldo! Oh, hello. It'd be hilarious if he just like smacked right into her, just BAM! Knocked her over.
Hi. And you are...
Bitch, please, I'm talking.
To meet you at least once.
Okay, but why?
Yes.
Like, she seems very interested in Roxas, but I'm not really sure why? Again, I always just had the theory that was because she's Kairi's nobody, he's Sora's nobody, so some sort of weird, like... alter ego romance thing. I don't know.
Wait.
Oh yeah, also in this game, and this game only, Naminé is voiced by Brittany Snow, who voices, see, I'm probably gonna slaughter this, Tsukishima from Whispers of the Heart. That's pretty much her only other role. Yeah, my handwriting is bad. I can't tell if that was an A or a U. It's either Shizuku or Shizaku. I can't read my own handwriting. Yeah, I need to watch. I need to watch more of those kind of movies. Whispers of the Heart, Howl's Moving Castle, all that kind of stuff. I haven't I watched like Valley of the Wind, Spirited Away. I can't remember what was the name of that one movie with the weird deer monster thing. That wasn't Valley of the Wind, right? That was something else. I can't remember what it was called. They're just standing there, just like not even like saying or doing anything.
Who's that?
I don't know, but they
No one's allowed to be whiter than I am. My whiteness... I am the most white person in this entire town, and I will not slander it. Yeah, I do like how they're... Okay, for one thing, Vivi's off to the side, just watching. And everyone else is in a battle pose, but they're not doing a fucking thing. At the very least, just do a couple recycled, repeating shots of them fighting, or something, I don't know. Just like a 2-second loop, I don't care. Yeah, and then they teleported over here.
Not good.
The Worldo! I see, only Roxas can move and stop time, along with the Dusks.
Roxas, use the Keyblade.
Who said that? How'd you get up there? Oh jeez, calm your tits, Roxas. Oh, here we are in the dive into the heart or whatever it's called. Yep. It was, again, this was a lot better in the Kingdom Hearts 1. Yeah, so you gotta choose these things again, but as far as I know, they don't affect your stats nearly as much as they do in the first game. But they do change the order in which you get your abilities. But of course, if you reach 99, you get all the abilities anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Hey, that's not what I picked. I picked the sword. Nah. Whatever. Yeah, of course, if you want to fight the Lingering Will and that organization, even at beginner mode, you're gonna want to be at level 99 anyway. So you're gonna get all the abilities by the end either way. Yeah, and of course there's getting to level 99 is really not as hard as it seems. There's a really good method near at the World That Never Was with the Gold Wing Keyblade and the experience boost ability. And it doesn't. And I think you get the experience boost but before level 20, no matter which of the 3 items you pick. I think like the latest you get is like level 16 or 17. I think. Don't quote me on that. But I know like if you choose like the sword and the rod, I think you get it before level 10. I think. I don't know, maybe. I swear I read that on the wiki. Maybe... I don't know, we'll have to see. Damage control, eh? Yeah, of course, in this game, unlike in Kingdom Hearts 1, actually, no, I don't think that was the case in Kingdom Hearts 1. Every Keyblade gets a ability, like a passive ability you can do. And of course, the best Keyblade is, of course, Decisive Pumpkin. At least that's one I always used. Oh yeah, speaking of Keyblades, I will be showing off how to get the Ultimate Keyblade. Yeah, no alternate files here. I'm going to get the Ultimate Keyblade in this file. And I'm going to show off how to do it, because it's a lot easier than in the first game. You pretty much just have to get 7 Orichalcum Pluses, and like 1 or 2 like regular Orichalcums, which is very easy. It's really not that bad. You do have to get 1 of every synthesis item, which I will not be showing off. There's plenty of videos about how to do that effectively, so I'm not gonna show that off. It'll be way too tedious. But basically, if you just fight every enemy in the game, you'll get all the synthesis items anyway. So it's not. It's it's a no-brainer really. No special Heartless or anything where you have to do stupid little mini games or whatever, like in the first Kingdom Hearts 1 file mix. None of that stuff. Yeah, there's none of that here, so it's, it's really not too hard to get all the synthesis items. It's just more time consuming than anything. But yeah, I'll show or at least talk about how to get each Orichalcum Plus. Because one of them you have to go through the Olympus Coliseum tournaments, and I'm not really sure I'll show those on screen or like most of the fights. Because the thing is that like there are very few fights unique to the tournament. Like you do get to fight like Tifa, Cloud, Yuffie, and Squall, but that's about it. There's no Platinum Cup or Gold Cup where you get to fight optional bosses, like as a 1-round thing, like in the first game's final mix. Nothing like that. No Sephiroth. Well, not there, at least. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention I will be fighting Sephiroth, too. Yeah, he's not too bad, really, compared to the first game, at least. Hello. Here's the Twilight Thorn. I remember there was like a theory. I remember there were theories back, like way back, like a decade ago, that people thought this was Marluxia's nobody, or like the kind of nobody that Marluxia would command. Because with the generic nobodies, they're all commanded by, well, except for Dusks, which are the generic ones. They're all specifically like under the rule of one nobody. Like the sniper nobodies are under Zigbar's control, for instance. But I remember the theory was that Twilight Thorn was Marluxia's, like nobody that he would command, solely because of the name Twilight Thorn. You know, like a rose thorn. That was the only reason, and just because it was so powerful, like Marluxia. Of course, then again, Xemnas doesn't get any kind of nobody that's as powerful as this one either, so... And he's the most powerful nobody. But yeah, this fight's not too bad. It's just a way to show off reaction commands. But it goes on a little bit too long. Like, all this stuff you do with this guy, like, all the cinematic stuff, it's cool the first time you do it, but when you have to do it 3 or 4 times, and especially because of how long it takes, it starts to get a little bit, annoying. Like, yeah, all this is pretty cool, but once you've seen it once, you're not gonna be strong enough to fight this guy and beat him in 1 round. You're gonna have to do that whole cinematic thing like 2 or 3 times. Or of course, I think you can stay and grind on those Dusks from before, I think. But, I mean, unless you do that, you're not gonna beat this guy in 1 round, probably. Of course, I do actually stop and grind while fighting this guy, because he summons a couple of other Heartless, these guys. I'm not sure if these guys have, I don't remember what their names are, honestly. And I don't remember if they have their own specific organization member that they take orders from, or that they're, like, linked to, like the snipers are with Zigbar. I don't think they're Roxases, no. I think the samurai ones are Roxases. And they're not Axles, I know that. I think these ones might just be generic like the Dusks, too. I'm not really sure. Yeah, seriously, I did do a little bit of grinding, because, yeah, it's kind of rare that you can actually get experience points during a boss fight. Yeah, one thing that changed between this game and the first is that boss fights don't give you experience points anymore. Of course, to kind of make up for that, pretty much every single boss fight in this game gives you some kind of bonus when you win automatically. Which, I think it did that in the first game, but not quite as often, if I recall right. Like, I do remember a couple in the first game would do that, I think. They would give you some kind of bonus just for winning. You know, even if you don't level up, I mean. But in this game, it's like every single boss fight does that, almost. Like, even a bunch of mini-boss fights, too, will give you some kind of bonus for winning. You know, a health upgrade, MP upgrade, some kind of ability... you know, boosting your drive gauge, something like that. And the great thing about the Orichalcum Pluses is that, like, 3 of them can be found in chests. Just sitting in chests. Just lying around waiting for you to get them. And I think, like, another 2 of them you get by, completing Atlantica and the 100 Acre Wood, if I recall right. I mean, I guess if I did focus on attacking him rather than the smaller nobodies, I probably could have beaten him in 1 round. Huh. Actually, I'm not really sure how much damage those reaction commands do. If any, I'm not really sure. Ah, Roxas is dead. Okay, let's go on to Sora now. Now this cutscene here, well, no, not right now. When he appears in the White Room. I could have sworn, is this... Yeah, like, starting right now, I guess. Is this... I could have sworn this was not in the original version, but I checked to see... looked up, like, Final Mix 2... the Final Mix exclusive cutscenes, and this wasn't among them. But I don't remember seeing this cutscene in the original game.
My name?
It could just be I just forgot about it, because I haven't played the original Kingdom Hearts 2 in a really long time. You know, like the non-Final Mix version. I haven't played it in quite a while.
Say no more, nominee.
But if no one tells him,
Where are we?
It's best he doesn't know the truth.
Why does everyone want to keep the truth from Roxas?
Pickpocket.
Come down here, bro. I'll beat the shit out of you. I love the way he said that. You're that pickpocket. Yeah.
Cypher, strike a pose, you know?
Hey, what a piece of shit.
That's totally perfect, you know?
I swear to God, every time this says you know, I just want to punch him in the face. Stop saying you know. I will beat the crap out of you, I swear.
Those freaks in the white jumpsuits are gone, you know?
Cakewalk.
Ugh. I hate these guys and their stupid verbal tics. You know, Raijin with his you know, and Fujin with her one word sentences. It's really stupid and gimmicky. Yeah, and then there's this stupid shit where Hainer gets really mad and he gets all pouty for like an entire day. But then when Roxas like tries to apologize despite doing nothing wrong, Hainer's like, what are you talking about? Who's holding grudges? Shut up. Shut up, all of you. Vivi, you're the only cool one among them. Yeah, I really did like Final Fantasy IX. That was a pretty good game. Yeah, I feel like that world would have been kind of fitting for Kingdom Hearts as a world, you know? Because, you know, the whole thing with the black mages, and if they're like, if they really like have self-awareness and like they could really correlate that to hearts and stuff.
It wouldn't be the same without you, right?
Sorry.
Wow, Roxy, you just fuck everything up, don't you?
Hey, how about we go tomorrow? We could get those pretzels and...
I promised I'd be somewhere.
Yeah, tomorrow's the struggle bat thing.
Oh.
Don't worry, Roxas. I also forgot all about it.
That way, no matter who wins, the four of us split the prize.
Okay, you're on.
Yeah,
You two are gonna clean up.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what's with that echo. Is that a glitch? Because again, that was on the TV as well. I'm pretty sure. You know, again, it's not my software. It's just how it was. I think. I'm not sure if that was a glitch or something, or if it was supposed to be weird and echoey. I don't know. I mean, I guess because it was a flashback, it would do that. I don't know. Oh God, hurry up, computer.
Was that nominee made of data?
No. Namine hijacked the data herself.
She is an elite hacker.
Look what she's done now.
She's made my screensaver a dancing puppy, and I don't know how to change it.
Calm down.
It doesn't matter.
Nothing matters.
As long as Namine accomplishes her goal, we needn't worry about what befalls Roxas.
Sorry, I just like to hear Christopher Lee talk. It's a shame that he's gone. And he has such a sexy voice. Oh my God.
It's up to me.
I remember this.
Master can open the secret door.
Remember when Donald and Goofy betrayed Sora? I do.
Well, I'm not gonna betray Sora either.
Well, I mean, you kind of did, but...
My friends are my power.
Ugh, God. I'm pretty sure that's like the most anime thing to ever come out of this game series. My friends are my power. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not sure if this was in the original version of the game, that shot with Sora and the Unknown. I'm not sure if that was in the original version of the game or not. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2, I mean. Like that flashback. Yeah, I don't know if that flashback was there or not. I don't remember. Because if it was, it would confuse me a lot. Because, you know, back then, I had no idea about the Final Mix back then, so... Any stuff from that, you know, seeing that would have confused the hell out of me, because that wasn't in the first game.
Where we are. Our hearts will bring us together again. Take this.
But it's ugly.
Be sure to bring it back to me.
Don't
Crush.
worry, I will.
Promise? Don't ever forget. Wherever you go, I'm always with you.
Oh God, can we just... okay, I get it, the flashbacks, it's important, but they go on for a little bit too long sometimes. Nope, no girls in my room this morning.
Right. Promise.
What does promise mean again?
What a mess.
Well, you said it, not me. Oh god, we're only on the 4th day? Oh jeez. Yeah, because these last couple days, like, linger for a very long time. So, again, there's still 2 entire videos of the Twilight Town prologue. And then, like, the first, like, 10 or 15 minutes of video 4 is still the prologue. Yeah, people take their Nerf bat tournaments very seriously in this town. For some reason. It's a little bit dweebish, but...
Who are you gonna root for?
Rox is, of course. He's the cool one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Struggle Fiends of Twilight Town.
Struggle Fiends. Oh my god. Oh, for God's sake, it's fucking Nerf bats. Stop it. Stop trying to build it up like it's something epic. Sigh. Yeah, Setzer. Yeah, Setzer from Final Fantasy VI. Oh god, stop. Oh, look at this fucking dork. Look how smug this, like, 25-year-old is about winning in a Nerf bat tournament against teenagers. Like, there's no way there's no way Setzer is younger than 20. Not a fucking chance. Like, Cypher might be, like, 18 at the oldest, so it's like a 20-something-year-old fighting against teenagers in a Nerf bat tournament. Yeah, the whole disciplinary committee is kind of carried over from Final Fantasy VIII. You know, in case you didn't realize, but you probably did if you played Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah, and of course Hayner's still mad over nothing. Wow, way to play favorites. You're not supposed to do that. Who will hit someone really hard with a Nerf bat? Wow, that's a pretty fancy trophy for something like this. Oh, give me a break. I kind of wonder how he got those face scars. I bet he has a really cool story for them, but in reality he just tripped like onto a thorn bush or something. Oh boy. But yeah, this whole tournament thing is a little bit painful. It's kind of hard to sit through. Not only because they're taking this Nerf bat shit way too seriously, but the fights are just very, very easy. It's like impossible to lose. And let's go talk to Vivi, see how he is. Oh, hi Vivi. Okay, bye-bye. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. Next time, we'll continue on with the prologue, finish up the Nerf bat tournament, and I think I started on some other stuff, but I don't quite remember, honestly. Like those wonders, I think. I'm not really sure. I kind of forgot already. But anyway, I'll see you next time.